Your world is going through a lot of turbulence right now and will be for a while, but it is for a good reason. You are all finding your hearts. You are finding your voice. You are starting to understand that you have a unique place and perspective in this world and a right to it. No longer are you willing to pretend things are okay with you if they're not. No longer are you willing to put your desires on the back burner. You are no longer trying to agree with everyone, please everyone, or be all things to everyone. Real wealth does not require money. It takes some money, but the amount depends on the cost of fulfilling ambitions, opportunity, and time. For those with few needs and priorities, the cost is minimal. Money cannot solve humanity's core problem. The people, though not directly through own fault, accept distrust regarding government as an immutable fact, under the motto, "This is the way things are." Our world is plagued by dishonesty, untruthfulness, and wholesale rape of truth as a fundamental principle of life. It may seem acceptable, but the order of the day is lawlessness, where the law of the jungle and survival of the fittest is the main authority. And yet, despite the shabby status of human trust standards, there is nothing to stop us from turning the ship of civilization and setting it on good course of prosperity and abundance. What happens when you are public? Do you find many just staring at you? What are the energies you carry within? Have you experienced just your presence affect someone? A walking grounding rod, perhaps? Be aware. Observe and you will see. We have active mirrors walking the walk. We are you. We have been here, holding the line, the same as you. As with many awakenings, this one is causing some upset and a lot of turbulence in human hearts. As you surrender to who you are, what you want to do, and how you see life, you naturally desire to find others of like mind. There is also a very human desire to want others to agree, to get you, to honor your boundaries, and to respect you. These gifts of the soul are fantastic when given freely, but trying to make others get you, honor your boundaries, or respect you is exhausting. What is important is that you get you, that you honor your boundaries, and that you respect yourself. You get yourself by acknowledging that you are an embodiment of the Creator's love in human form. You are perfect as you are, even as you expand into more. You have a loving heart, a kind soul, and a desire to love and be loved that lies within and beneath all your thoughts, words, and deeds. Even when angry, you cry for the love you don't think you can have. What matters most is not what others think of you or how they treat you, but rather how you feel about yourself and how you treat yourself. The collective decided for change, so change is here. We skipped right across the finish line, old cycle ended. Only the work remains, the work on yourself back to your I am. New cycle, new energies, alignment, grid activations. Humanity asked the universe to provide an example. For this is a great honor to be in such service. Our expressions were in the same perceived puzzle as yourself. Experienced many hardships, drove down every possible avenue of folly. Collecting experiences all along the way to share the way out. Experience is the greatest teacher. We were guided via intuition to find ourselves back to I am. The same process many may follow, the beauty. Our presence and influence will direct you onto a path that leads to fulfillment and upliftment. However, the outcome depends on your reaction to the higher energies that we send you. Hoping that they will open your mind to a greater future where all life is in harmony. one where you can become as one great light in the universe. Your present level leaves much to be desired, but many souls have responded to the higher vibrations and are well on their way to take their place where the negative energies can no longer exist. It is every soul's destiny to reach such a level, but you must first prepare yourself. You may ask, what can you do to lift up your vibrations? And we say, treat all souls as you would have for yourself, giving unconditional love. We know it is difficult to achieve that level of control, but once you have set your mind on achieving it, you will find it so much easier to maintain. It means accepting each soul as they are realizing that in essence they are no different from you. It is a path that all must follow at some stage in their growth if they wish to leave the lower vibrations behind. Do you get you? Do you get the powerful creator you are? Do you get that you seek to see love, be love, and experience love within all things you say and do? Dear ones, if you get your innocence as a human being and you get your magnificent creative nature, then the words, ideas, or opinions of others will not matter to you. No one can sway you from who you know yourself to be. When you get you, others can no longer trigger you into defensiveness or anger. Strive to remind yourself daily, in all thing, I seek love. In all thing, I want to be loving. I have an innocent heart. I'm always doing my best, and that is good enough. Rather than waiting for others to treat you kindly, you can choose to define and honor your own boundaries. Take time to examine your own heart. What are your limits? How will you act? And what will you do if someone does not honor them? For example, you all want people to speak to you kindly. Not everyone will. You can't make everyone keep this boundary, but you can decide how you will react. Perhaps after the first unkindness, you can say, "Oh, that hurt," and walk away. After the second, you can say, "You know what? I care about your feelings, but I promised myself I would only engage in kind discussions." You are upset. Let's speak later. If the person persists in their unkindness, you may choose to walk away or withdraw your energy from the conversation. As soon as you make the decision to lift yourself up, your guides can draw closer to you and give you much help to ensure you keep on your chosen path. The dark ones will continue to cross your path and do all they can to distract you from it. But once you have set your mind on ascending, you become confident of your ability to stand firm and not be taken off your chosen path. You will find peace within yourself and the strength to remain in the light regardless of obstacles that are placed in your way. After many, many lives, you have earned the right to advance on your spiritual path and reach your goal. When you do so, you will be able to look back and see exactly how you made progress. Living in all kinds of situations as man or woman, rich or poor, the different roles are endless. But at the end of the day, the important thing is that you came through it and carried your experiences forward and put them to good use. You are what you are today as a result of your numerous experiences over millennia of time. Clearly, you are, so to say, programmed for each life and given the attributes you needed to successfully fulfill your life plan. Every soul has one, otherwise there would be no point in living out life after life without an objective in mind. It is all about spiritual advancement so that eventually you could rise up having learnt all the lessons placed before you. We know it is hard for you to throw off old ways of living life and having to repeatedly confront the dark forces who test your resolve to reject their approaches. Our limiting beliefs are like programs that we have designed to be unbreakable. When we are children and completely open to absorbing everything around us, we develop beliefs in alignment with our society. If we thoroughly examine a limiting belief down to its core basis, we can neutralize it. All limiting beliefs are based on fear of the unknown. Although we live in an energetic plasma of consciousness with infinite potentialities, only a small spectrum of vibrations come into our awareness because everything is filtered through our beliefs about ourselves. Within the consciousness of humanity, there is widespread belief in mortality. This is due to fear of the unknown beyond what appears as death and terminal consciousness. Our ego consciousness is unaware of what is beyond the dualistic empirical world. It does not know that its personal essence is eternal, nor understand the meaning of its experiences. Our intuitive knowing is waiting for us to open our awareness to realms beyond duality. This fear of the unknown has no basis. We have to imagine our termination. Because everyone else imagines the same thing, we have deeply accepted our limitations as truth. But they are all imaginary, and they keep us from knowing what is really true. Simply live your life where you see all souls the same as you. Treat them as you would yourself be treated, with love and kindness. Believe us, it is not as difficult as it sounds to be all loving to all souls, and it can easily become your way of life, giving you much satisfaction and enjoyment. Humans were never meant to harm each other, as at heart they can be very kind and loving even in the face of hostilities. The Bible teaches you to turn the other cheek, which is really the same message as we have given you. Life can be so rewarding if you live it as it should be, as your assurance of being able to stand tall and show your fellow beings how it can be. Send love where it is needed and help others if you can when it is apparent they need help. There is so much joy and satisfaction in helping other souls on their journey, as many are totally unaware as to the true meaning of life and can be uplifted by even small actions of kindness. The true meaning of life is to learn through your mistakes, for which there is no punishment beyond that imposed by your authorities. You will always have another opportunity to prove yourself, to put right mistakes that are made. Go about your daily business with a smile for those you meet, as you may never know what troubles or worries they carry with them. Even a kind word as you pass another soul on their journey can be uplifting.